At a first glance, you would think nothing of this photo, but if you look more closely, you can see that there's actually a city in there. There's so much smog and pollution that you would never know that this is what is beneath it all. This is the city of Beijing in China. As their population and industries are growing in China, their pollution and the need for prevention is steadily rising. Today I'm going to explain why there's so much smog and pollution in China, the effects it has on the environment and people living there, and the solutions China could use to combat pollution. Pollution is when there are things unnatural to an environment found in the environment in abundance and causing harm. It can vary from water and air pollution to soil and noise pollution. The higher a population is, the more pollution you have. This is because there's going to be more cars, there will be more noise, and also more trash. As you know, China is the most populated country on Earth. They are also the main provider of cheap goods. To get these cheap goods, they use coal as their energy source. Coal is a combustible rock that is a non-renewable energy source. It is very hazardous, but China continues to use more than the United States, Japan, and all of Europe combined. This obviously has very many negative effects. 1.6 million Chinese people will die each year due to the pollution. This is 4,000 every single day. People just living in the city and breathing it is just like smoking 2 packs of cigarettes here in the United States in one day. According to the World Health Organization, it is healthy to have less than 25 micrograms of fine particles in the air per cubic meter. It is harmful when that number reaches 300 and above, and it is suggested that even a healthy adult should stay inside when it is this high. Sometimes in China, this number can reach up to 886, well surpassing the 300 harmful stage. After being in the air so long, these harmful particles can come in through acid rain. This causes the water to be contaminated. 500 million Chinese citizens have unsafe drinking water. Not only does it affect China, but this acid rain is found in South Korea, Tokyo, and also all the way in Los Angeles. This proves that pollution in China is more than just a threat to China itself, but to all of its neighbors and even ones across the ocean. To stop this, China must increase the cost of land in their major cities. They must also increase the tax on goods that are from high polluting factories. This means that these factories will have to pay more to operate and make less from what they produce. This will make the area undesirable and people will move their companies elsewhere, spreading the pollution out over the land instead of all in one concentrated area. Another strategy would be road closures. Road closures would put less cars on the road, meaning there would be less gases and less noise. Citizens would not be very happy because they would have to walk or bike and it would be really inconvenient, but it would be way better for the environment and their own health in the long run. Some people even sell cans of fresh air on the streets in China. This is to make citizens more aware of what is going on. The citizens need to be more aware because the government is extremely aware. They are just more concerned with power than the well-being of China. I have shared with you how pollution is caused, the effects it has on the environment, and a few solutions to pollution that China could tackle. If China wants to continue to grow, they must do something about pollution. As long as the population and industries keep growing as they are, China will never resolve this issue.